What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing Bionano Genomics. We saw a huge bit of momentum at the end of last year. It reached a high of about 720. It started to cool off a little bit. A lot of people have been asking me, Jeff, did I miss the boat? Did I miss that huge rise up? Where's it going? Is it going to crash back down to $2? Okay, is it going to, keep rising up and reach new highs? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this one. For those of you that don't know me, I've been investing in the stock market since I was old enough to open up a brokerage account. I saw the lows of 2008, 2009, 2010. I lost a lot of money. Since then, we've been able to ride a great bull market. I definitely am able to see some of these, great stocks, these new companies coming out, and especially look forward to this whole year of 2021. It's going to be amazing, I think, for everybody who invests in the stock market. So let's get into this video. I want to talk a little bit about, like I said, what the analyst ratings are, and a little bit into the details of exactly where this stock is going to be going. So first off, this is NASDAQ.com. They have, three top analyst firms, Ladenburg, Oppenheimer, and Roth Capital. They're huge firms. All recommend Bngo as a strong buy. Okay, first off, let's get in a little bit more detail about what Bngo does. It talks about genomics, genome mapping. What exactly is that? Well, first off, it's a scientifically proven process that helps in the prevention, management, and treatment of diseases. The healthcare environment is gradually shifting from the conventional treatment methods that they've used for years, such as medicine, and pivoting over towards genomics. The COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed the healthcare industry as a whole, and has definitely accelerated this process. Okay, so this is the future, guys, which is great that we are just getting into the start of it, and it's only going to rise from here. Okay, if you look up top, the global genomics market size was just over, let's say, 19 billion in 2019, and is projected to reach almost 83 billion by 2027. That's a 19, almost, let's say, 20% gain year over year. Okay, that is absolutely huge. We don't see that in many different markets. We saw that in the EV market. We expect that to continue for a little bit of time, but as many other competitors jump into that market, who knows how much that's going to go. We know the baby boomers are getting older, so healthcare is a huge focus, and I'm 100% believer in genomic mapping. Bionano Genomics as a specific, okay, they just completed day 3 of their 5-day symposium. I'm going to go over a little bit about what they found. Some of it I don't even fully understand because I'm not in the healthcare field, but I'm just going to hit the high points. But it says right here, they concluded that Saphyr outperformed the OncoSAN array, which is, I believe, is owned by Thermo Fisher, okay, by detecting 100% of the variants found by array. That's huge. That's great news. In addition to the higher performance, Saphyr has reduced hands-on time, faster turnaround, and is much more cost-effective. Not only was the validity of genome mapping something in question over the past few years, but it was also the cost that entail for this. Okay, so now that they have new mapping machines that are able to bring down the cost of this, it's only going to accelerate in healthcare at a much faster pace. Okay. In addition to, this is another thing from NASDAQ, okay, over the last, I want to say it's probably last 30 days, maybe 3 months, I might be wrong. There's been 22 increased positions at a total of 6.6 million shares. There was 10 decreased positions, which is why you saw a little bit of a sell-off, okay? This is still a 4 to 5 times ratio of increased positions, which is a great sign. Another part of the sell-off, guys, was that they did, the public offering, which I believe has concluded. They raised $101 million to be able to invest in themselves. They offered, the stock price has remained much higher than the offering, which I've been through these direct offerings and public offerings with many other companies before. This is a great sign for the total growth of the company. Okay, and it did not dip below that or even close to it. I think the lowest it reached was about 30 to 35% higher than that offering. So it got scooped up pretty quick. So the belief in this company is not just by me; it's by other investors out there. Let's take a look at the charts a little bit, guys. I don't want anybody to think, oh, you had some FOMO, you missed out, you missed that little pop up here. Don't ever think about FOMO in that way. There's always going to be other stocks out there, as many as there's times, where something pops up 40% in a day, 40% in a week. There's always going to be a plenty array of other stocks out there for you to be able to capitalize on. Okay. But let's dive into this chart a little bit. This is probably a little over the last month, maybe a little less. It looks like it's got a support. I believe the analysts were saying it's a support at about 450. I'm seeing 470 to 477. It looks like it's trying to pop up. We're going to see where it goes from here. I'm definitely looking for it to not dip any lower than 470. When it gets down to 470 and it starts to show a sign of reversal, whether it's going to be a little bit of consolidation or not, I'm going to, re-up. I've been dollar cost averaging. I got into the stock a little over $3. And I can definitely see this continuing to rise. I can see it easily hitting $10 by the end of this year. It's going to be branching out of no longer being known as a penny stock. I know they had issues last year of the delisting. And like I said, all of my research had led into the biggest hurdle that they had was being able to provide a product and a process and service that would be able to be cost effective for those companies, which is now shown that they have. And all of these, their symposium is just going to bring out so much more awareness. They're huge on Twitter, posting their, all of their wins in it. Okay, so look for that dip to be around, that 470, 480 range, and you're going to see a sign of a reversal. It's going to pop back up. If you're looking to get into it short term, that's fine. I'm not going to say a guarantee it's not going to dip below that support line. However, this is definitely a long-term gain stock, guys. It's going to be huge, not only in the next few years, even at just the end of 2021. I can easily see this one doubling, by the end of 2021 and then potentially going even further. So guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on Bngo. Let me know how many shares you own, how you feel about this stock. Look into the company. I always say invest in a company that you believe in the growth, you understand their processes. This one can be a little bit different because I've invested in many healthcare stocks over the years. However, when it comes to, genome mapping, and genomics as a whole, that is a little bit above my expertise in the healthcare field. But like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And guys, I will see you in the next one.